involved. So, all right. Welcome. Hopefully that's good. You can see me. Oh, my arms need to be a little bit. So go this up. Let's see if that works. So nice. Instant studio. Let's start standing. And gosh, I need to get the lower back to open up, holding a lot of tension. And I know that yoga helps, but first I have to warm up and go gradually, go really slow. So just take a moment and stand, maybe a little wider than your hips. Start giving yourself some breath and maybe some bounce. So welcome. Happy Monday. So glad you're here. Get some juice flowing for the week. Know that your body is in the right place, doing the right thing. Now, whenever you would release and relax and surrender, that tension, that pain, that stress will just go. And then you are filled with, I swear, you are filled with this prana. We call it prana in yoga, this vitality, this well-being, this energy right from the source coming through your central column and into your body to heal. So just trust in that. And so Native Americans, every time I bounce, I think of the Native Americans drum dance. But that's what it is. It's just you can even add some breath. And nobody can see you, so you can be uninhibited. Ready? Let your arms go too. Maybe your head drops. Yeah. All right. That's good. Bring your arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. A little bit more control. Do you feel that? Inhale. Exhale. Next one. Inhale. Interlace the fingers, steeple mudra. So you have this index finger straight up. Pull your head through and then just see curve right. Inhale to center, left, exhale. Good, and we'll just repeat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And you could go faster. I like slow, but you're more than welcome just to really power that up. You can go back and forth at your own rhythm. It's breath work. Inhale to center. Exhale to that opposite side. Whichever side you're on, doesn't matter. We're going to hold. In fact, I'm going to take my right hand because I'm on my right side and pull that left wrist up and over. Feel the left hip reach over to the left, rib cage spiraling up. Don't forget to breathe. Good. Inhale. Yeah, full hour class. If you're able to stay, that's awesome. If not, just know that you have this recording, this replay you can come back to. Over to the other side. Takes a bit of time to start these different layers expanding and releasing and stretching. Just take your time. Good. Inhale, come to center. So I have a wall. You may not have a wall. You might have a couch. Obviously, we all have walls if we're inside. But if the wall is far away from you, you can just kind of hold yourself. But again, I'm working through some back stuff, so I need some support. So I'm going to use the wall for a bit of a support. You can use the edge of a couch, edge of a chair. Oh, and gosh, I meant to show this to you. You can also use maybe a broomstick to extend that. In fact, I'm going to hang out here. Remember, this class is for my lower back, so you're along for the ride. All right, so if you have a stick, a couch, a wall, just something to lean on. Notice how I'm bending my knees, hollowing out my belly, shooting my hips back, ribs in, and then reaching forward. The beauty of this stick is I can move from side to side, kind of like a silks class. So say if you ever took aerial yoga, you'd be holding that silk right now, and you'd let it just swing from side to side. It's such a great way to stretch out the back with a little bit of support. So if you are using a broom or a couch, that's great. But what I meant to say is if you're using a broom, make sure you switch your hands. So you want to do a little bit of balancing for your hands. So I just switched my palms. A couple more breaths. It's going to get me ready to go over into a forward fold. So if you are ready to go into your forward fold, go for it. I'm just going to play a little bit with my ribs side to side. Notice how my head is even with my arms, or even chin is even dropping a little bit to stretch out the shoulders. Top of the head is reaching away from me, and the hips are reaching back, alternating. All right, that felt so good. I'm going to roll myself up so I can set my prop aside. And if you're on the wall or the couch, just gently drop down into a forward fold. See how I'm favoring my back? It's because it's a little bit askew. And I just have to attribute it to stress, actually. That's pretty much what's happening. I'm in it with you. School just started virtually. Today was the first day of school for us. And then it's going to continue on. And that's what's uncertain. So even in that uncertainty, I'm okay. I'm in the right place, doing the right thing. Giving myself some love, some self-care. So just round out your back. You're in your forward fold. Oh yeah, that feels great. Good. And then just walk your hands a little bit forward on the mat. Walk your feet back a little bit, and you'll be right in your down dog. Deep sighs help. Trying to get that inner glow, that inner light. Let it come in. Let all that tension, that stress, that worry, that doubt, let it go. Just be here, right here, where your heels are reaching back, the top of your head is reaching down, fingers are spread, face and jaw relaxed. Good. One more deep sigh. Good. And then drop down to the knees, toes together, knees a little bit farther apart, walking the elbows close to you. Maybe a block is handy. You could use the block for the forehead or double fists. Let's see what happens if you can soften and relax into the back. Yeah. Oh, wow. Feeling little pops and cracks. Absolutely normal. I'm going to take 5 breaths. That's 3. I'm going to change my arms, let them reach out a little farther now. Any sounds that want to come out, let them come out. Really powerful, that vibration, that frequency. Inhale. Yeah, I love it. So that just reminds me of a cat's purr. Do you know that they found out that the purring frequency of a cat actually has a benefit to bone growth and healing? So that vibration, that frequency. So that means that when we do these certain sounds in our body, it shifts our tone, it shifts our frequency. So do not underestimate the power of your voice and your rhythms and your sounds. They are healing. Cat cow. That ocean breath, that's part of that rhythm, that part of that beautiful sound that you're making, that audible breath. It's that tone. Just keep it up. Long inhale. Generous and long exhale. Last couple breaths. Exhale. Wherever you are, just stay with your own inner rhythm. Good. Like I said, this class is going to be a little bit more gentle for the back. So if you're having any lower back issues, this is a great place to be. You are totally in the right place. If not, you'll just be stretching out your back with me. So puppy pose. Hips pull back, ribs in, reach the hands forward, fingertips towards the front of the mat. Good. Oh, yeah. Long spine. And we'll take 5 breaths. It's always nice to have that commitment to 5 breaths. Trying to relax into the low back, into the belly, into the shoulders. All right, one more breath. Good. Inhale, walk the hands back in. So part of that yoga practice is knowing that, you'll get through it, making a commitment to be quiet, to be still, even though there might be that restlessness of like, when can I move on to the next pose? But to try to stay really mindful and present with your breath. So we're back in down dog. Take that right leg high. Just hold. Again, and hang out. Dropping down into that left heel. If you need to come down with that left knee, so your shoulders do not have too much tension in them, you're more than welcome just to hold out that leg with the knee down, or a more advanced version with that left leg straight. I'm going to hold it straight and just stretch down through my left hamstring. Lead through the ball of the foot on the right, plug the shoulders in the sockets and spread out the arms, let the head rest. Keep the right hip in the socket. You don't want to shoot that way away from you. Keep it a little bit suctioned in, if that makes sense. Lots to think about. And if you're just beginning, don't worry. Just take what you want and leave the rest. Tune out my voice.
Last breath. It's harder to hold it longer, isn't it? Take that right foot down, give it a little break, and sit tall. Sorry, I didn't get my rubber band in time, so I'm wrapping my hair. Take a moment just to breathe. Couple deep sighs. Eyes closed, fingertips on your knees. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Good. Couple more like that. Inhale. Let it out through the mouth. Last one. Inhale, nose. And let it out through the mouth. Yeah, it's a calming, soothing aspect that we need, that we all need right now. Giving yourself positive rhetoric. I'm in the right place, doing the right thing. There's not anything that I need to do right now except this present moment of being here, breathing, doing my yoga. All right, so left leg back into down dog. Left leg comes high. Again, it's not pulling that left leg away from you, but sort of like plugging it in the socket, rotating that left hip down, leaning into the arms, making them so long, and then long neck and broad shoulders. So there's a lot to think about. See if it fits into your body, all those puzzles, pieces of the puzzle, making them just feel lengthened and stretched and utilized. Strength. All right, we're keeping that left leg and using the momentum of that left leg to step up. Oh, back is feeling much better. And then step up with the right. Good. Forward fold. And then exhale to drop the hips low. Good. I'm going to back up a little bit, but you're going to just go down, dropping, and then straighten. Take your time. Your own rhythm. Even you can feel that. Yeah, I'm feeling strong. Exhale. So good. Inhale. Arms can come high as you sit in your Malasana. And then exhale, push back, forward fold. Okay, I can't be too zealous. I'm going to be very careful. If ever you're having low back, just make sure that you're warm and that you go slow. And this should be okay. Inhale, using your core strength. Exhale. Last one, forward. And then drop it again. And then this time release the arms and go alternating sides. This feels really good. And even that spiral. Yeah, remember that these are just suggestions. Make it yours. Looking down is nice. Spiraling that arm, switching sides, alternating a little more rapidly instead of slowly like I am. Find that spot that you want to linger in and stretch it out. Just the breath, in through the nose, out through the nose, circling up the arm. Maybe there's a deep sigh. Feeling the hips move back, the torso lift up. Nice trick is a block underneath the heels. Since my heels are so high, I'm just kind of putting them on something high. You can use a wedge, a block, and hang out in
Malasana for 5 breaths, just nice and quiet, where the torso's lifting and the hips shooting back. We'll hold for 5. Hopefully that feels okay on your back. Feels good on mine. The dog's giving us a sigh. He's going, yeah. All right, release the arms. Take a breath. Use those hands. Oh, yeah. See how naturally it segues into something called Bakasana, where you can lean forward, hug the knees right to the upper arms, release the toes, round the back. Again, if you're a beginner, just know that the first step, in fact, I'll show it. The first step would be one toe. Just lift that one toe. Hips high, heart forward. And then the other toe, or both. Good. And then forward fold, nice and easy. Roll yourself up. I'm going to go halfway. Great place to pause. My feet are going to go wider. You can follow along if you like, or just stand. Doesn't matter. Do what feels right for you. I'm going to give it a little movement up and down with breath. All right. Heel toe back. Give it a little lift and see what it feels like. See how that worked. Feeling okay. Stretching that out. How about a drink of water? Go ahead and get a drink of water. Ooh. And yeah, get a drink of water. I'm going to go grab a rubber band. Good. I'm back. Got my rubber band. And we'll do warrior 1, warrior 2. Just keep it simple. We don't have to necessarily go through the flow. Just step your right leg forward and we'll go right into warrior 1. So right leg to the right side of the mat, right foot I mean. Left foot to the back of the mat and over to the left. It's a great way to set up your warrior 1 with your hips wider. So let me show you from the front. See? So it's not, my left foot is not behind me like that. It's off to the side. Just as wide as the hips, because what that does is it lets that right hip roll back and that left hip roll forward. So warrior 1, one of the hardest poses actually to sort of feel comfortable in, because it is somewhat of a back bend. So right foot to the right, left foot to the left, inner spiral, meaning that left knee starts rolling inward, right hip rolls back. Anytime you have had injuries or sprains in the ankle, that heel wants to come up. That's okay. I'm going to let it sort of happen until I warm up. And then find your hands on your low back just for a minute, breath or two, just to feel that you're wanting to lift that lower belly and lift that heart. Elbows come back. You see that? Kind of this arc in the back. And then maybe the arms come up and the chin comes up. So it is a back bend. A lot of vitality moving into that back leg for me on my left side. But don't forget the front side. Right heel moves towards you. Heart's lifting. That's it. Ribs in, lower belly lifts. Push. Feels good. In through the nose, out through the nose with your breath. Good. Chin comes down. And then just open the arms Adjust that front foot. So now it's not over to the right side of the mat. It comes more centered and actually move wider because you're going to go a little deeper into that right knee. So this is warrior two now. Totally changed the foot placement. So make sure you're adjusting your feet a little bit and you're settling in. You still have that spiral on that left side. Nice relaxed upper body. Woo, this is on fire. And then spread out the arms. Good. There we are. Warrior two. Stay tall. Fire up that left glute as you settle in. Right hip underneath you. Torso lifting tall. Oh, might as well. Come on over to that left side. Open up that right side. Feels good. Come on out. On fire. Let that straighten. You can parallel feet. Bring them in a little closer, maybe even. And then bend the knees. I'm going to bend the knees and find the hands on the center of your quad and push it away. As you just rest. Sort of rest, with your arms, but you're pushing the knees away from you and you're shooting the hips back. Good. And then keep that horse stance. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Block it out. I'm going to bring my light higher. You'll notice the whole shadow will change. There we go. All right, wasn't that fun? That right quad. Let's do the left side. So we're just going to turn. Right foot to the right, left foot over to the left. You're in warrior one. Plant the hands on the low back. Let the left hip pull back. Find that arc. Lower belly's lifting. That sweet edge where you're pulling and stretching the front of the right. Good. And then come on up. Up with the arms. Both legs are firm, like you're on ice. Holding. I like this lift. I'm just looking up, reminding you to lift your lower belly and the heart lifts. Three, 4, and last one. 5. Good. Look forward, release the arm, open it up, adjust the feet, and just big step. Make it wide so that you can sit low into this warrior two. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed, head, neck. Take a deep sigh before you fully engage into the posture. Left hip underneath you, left hip crease underneath you, right knee rolls inward slightly. You have a nice 45-degree angle. Oh my gosh. Quads on fire. Arms come up, gaze towards that left finger and sit tall, sit tall. Again, you're on ice. Pulling left heel towards that right heel towards the left heel. Get yourself to grow. Strong energy through the fingertips. Smiling. Drishti over that left finger. Oh my gosh, so much to think about. Isn't it good? Feeling strong. Next inhale, over to the right hand to the right knee. You're just reaching that left arm up and over. Try to think 4-count breath. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Woo. Straighten that front leg. Give your feet, parallel feet. And again, we're going to sit back into that horse stance, but with a little bit of support. Your hands are sort of sliding down and away, stretching out the hips. Hips shoot back. Keep breathing. Wow. Makes me think of doing Agnisara. Anybody knows what Agnisara is? It's a fire wash in the belly. It's a great exercise to help relax and stimulate the lower vertebrae in the back, which is where the psoas muscles are. So let's go ahead and do that. Take an inhale, exhale. Come standing first. Bring your feet together. All right, so Agnisara is all about moving the belly. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but it is absolutely productive. So if you have done this with me before, you know what this entails, but I will walk us through it. Inhale, nose. Let all the air out of the mouth. All of the air, and then you pull the navel in, and you just pump the belly till you run out of air. Then you just take a breath, and you stand. All right, so just give yourself a couple breaths to psych up for that, especially after that long warrior two. So just calm yourself with a little sway, a little rock. Little eyes closed. We'll just do 3 sets, 3 breaths. And again, this is your own timing. So if you already know how to do this, go for it. If you want to follow along with me, set yourself comfortably. So your arms are now right above your kneecaps to support you. Just like when you're tired and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta rest. This is kind of what it is. And you take an inhale through the nose. And let it all out through the mouth, all that air. All the air's gone. Don't worry about air. No sucking in air. Just keep it out and then pump. Good. See, it doesn't need to be long. It could just be this short little pump. Eventually, you're able to hold your breath longer and you can pump for longer. So say if you're a surfer and you're already so trained at holding your breath, you would be way past my Agnisara. That's okay. So just do, and that's good. Just do what your body tells you. Okay, we're going to do 2 more and I'm going to be quiet. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And I didn't mention it, but you can move. Your body doesn't have to be still. If you feel like your breath is moving your pelvic bowl, let that happen, like I did on that second one. Okay, last one. Take just a preparatory breath with a deep sigh. Oh no, I have a yawn. Let the yawn pass. Oh, it's so good. All right, one more, last one. Inhale. Let it all out. Pump. Good. Whew. And at the end, wow, I noticed that I had my chin up. You want to sort of keep that Jalandhara, that chin lock in and long through the back of the neck. Yeah, we tend to want to crunch the back of the neck, and if you imagine those wrinkles right there, that's just stopping energy flow. So you want this stream to come all the way from the bottom, all the way up to the top of the head. Good. All right. Let's do a little bit of shoulder stuff. My back is feeling so good. I can't even believe it. Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of shoulder that will move right into eagle. One of my favorite ways to bring a sequence together. So right arm underneath the left, eagle arms, give it some movement. Your whole side body gets involved. Can even drop it low. I'm not going to go all the way into a forward fold, but you're more than welcome to. I invite you to. That feels right for you, where you're just circling your entire torso up and down. Make sure you go both directions too. Really balance. Balance. Yoga is all about balancing our sides. Male and female, sun and moon. Right hemisphere of the brain, left hemisphere of the brain. Wow, lots of cracks. All right, and then find your elbows coming to your chest. Sit, opposite leg. I like opposite leg for eagle. Left leg comes over. You can even just tap it for like a kickstand, or wrap it as it hooks around the calf. Good. Shoot the hips back. Pull the limbs towards each other, that central column, and sit yourself low. Okay, I'm trying to build up my core, so I'm going to crunch down and come back up. See if that works. It doesn't have to be big, it can just be little. Keeping that power in through the inner thighs. Inhale to lift, exhale to pull in. Wow, feels amazing. You know that your right ankle is on fire. That's normal. One more. Good. Gently come out, unwind. Shake out that right foot. That was a lot. Little circle in the ankles and lots of deep sighs. I hope you're doing some sighing with me. Just that tension, that release of tension, that release of stress. However you do it, it's just like, it's a lot going on. Our whole world is shifting. We are shifting. It's all a reflection. I know it's hard to grasp, but this inner world, we get it mirrored back to us. Start clearing and cleansing and getting clarity on the inside. We're all going to see it be clear on the outside. Trust, trust, trust. Inner landscape. Healing from the inside out. That's what we're doing. Left arm underneath. Find that circle. Make sure you go both ways. And if you went all the way up and all the way down, like you did on the other side, make sure you match that. Match it. Oh, he's having a bad dream. Did you hear that? It's okay, Jackson. Good. All right, come into central column, and now we have, what is it? It's right, yes, right leg. I should know that because this right ankle was on fire. So now it's the left ankle supporting us. Can have that little kickstand, just that kickstand, or you can wrap it around. Eagle pose is the epitome of a yoga pretzel. We are in our yoga pretzel. Okay, so my elbows are pulling towards each other. My knees are pulling in towards each other. And you want to line them up a little bit. So like knee under elbow. Once you find that, set your hips back. your torso gets a little taller, and then find those eagle crunches. Again, I'm working through stuff, so I'm just going little tiny pulses. You're more than welcome to go really broad with this. I'm honoring my body. My body wants a little pulses. You can do your elbows all the way to the knees if you like. But remember to breathe. And I always talk about this. My left leg needs more strengthening than my right. So I tend to hold a little longer on the left side. When you start having a regular yoga practice, you'll figure out what your body needs, and maybe your right side needs more strengthening. And you'll stay longer on your right instead of the left. When you're finished, just come out and release, and then massage that ankle. Yeah. Really, really good. All right, so let's do a support again with the wall or a couch. So you can come to a wall or some sort of support and just be gentle. Or you could do this in the middle of the room if you're feeling up for it. Grabbing that leg. In fact, I'm too far. Actually, if you would measure that 90-degree angle, toes together, shoot that right leg back, and then reach. See how much more it sets up the posture. Right hips dropping, kick it back. Oh yeah. Standing bow. Heart forward, knee back. Really good. And then just come on out. Again, there's no rules that you just have to go right into it or not move. I love movement. So take that time to see if there's a bounce, a circle, maybe even a reach and an arc. And then back into it. Feet about hip width apart. Reach for your table or your wall. Toes together. You can see myself. Try not to dump that pelvic bowl. I just looked at myself. You want to keep it more neutral and even spread out into the upper back. Takes a lot to think about these things. And then that left leg comes back. Good. Keeping the hips level. Kick it back. Heart reaching forward. Left knee reaching back. Keep that lower belly spacious. Whew. See, the wall's helpful. Keeping the breath long. All right, and release. Good. I think that's plenty standing. We pretty much stayed standing the whole time, but again, if you're having any pain, the more upright, especially if you're in asymmetry, these forward folds tend to be uncomfortable and they're compromising some of the asymmetry. So that's why the standing was of a benefit for me today. Come into down dog. Come back into tabletop. Find some movements. We started with
Puppy pose. Let's do puppy pose again, but this time with the twist. I like that. A twisted plot. All right. Puppy pose, reaching the hands forward, drop the forehead, keep breathing, calming the system from that standing bow. And then curl the right arm underneath and just give that a sweet little twist into the lower belly. So you notice it's long, your ribs are long, your hips are back. Option to bring that top arm behind you. And just, for me, this feels good. Little self-care, self-massage. It's getting better. Finding all of those places that need a little bit of attention. Hi. Good. Gently come out. Use this left hand for support. Definitely take a breath. Come on out. Use that for support. Hands underneath the shoulders. Give it a barrel roll. Side to side. Ribs to one side. Ribs up. Ribs to the other side. Breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Soothing, nurturing, compassionate for your body. Really nice. Okay, then the other twist. Walking the hands forward. Keeping that space. And then underneath left arm. Threads underneath. Look underneath that right arm. Open that up. Little pound, a little self-massage. Don't worry if that left shoulder doesn't reach the ground. You can always use a block underneath it if you like. Pounding's good. Inhale, gently come out. And let's just take the knees to the side. You're more than welcome to go into down dog to hop through. Oh, awesome way to get there. Gonna just roll myself back down and rock. So if you are so inclined, you can really bring it all the way forward into a Pilates ball, which is right to the sit bones. Inhale, and then exhale all the way over, toes going to the other side. I'm going to skip today, but you're more than welcome to roll up and down with your breath. Inhale on the way up, exhale on that way back, letting the toes touch over your head. A couple more like that. Inhale, exhale. Or it could be like this and just like circle out the knees. Say, hey, my back just wants some love this way. So either or, but when you're finished with your rock and rolls, come into this posture where you're massaging your back. Good. Massaging your back. All right, upside down pigeon, left foot over the right. I haven't done these in a long time. These are so nice. So left foot over that right knee. Reach either for your hamstring or you can reach for your kneecap. Keep the breath flowing. Even the back of the head has a little bit of pressure. You can circle it out. You can find a spot that really needs a little bit more resistance and just hold that.
Good. And gently unwind that knee and pause in 90 degrees. So your knees are right off of your waist and your heels are off of your knees. You're going to give a little pressure towards you and towards the mid thighs, and then mid thighs towards your hands. Give this ribs a little suction in, and you find that you have a natural curve in your back. And we're just going to hold for a few breaths with that resistance. Good. Let the feet drop, knees together in broken bridge, knees together and feet come apart. Just stretch out your arms above you. Rock the hips. Hands down by your sides. Pause just a moment. I have not forgotten about that other pigeon on that right leg, or whichever leg you are on. Feels good to just be still. Feel your whole body nice and quiet and still. You can let go a little bit more, especially in that pelvic bowl. Let it be jello. It's like water. It's that peaceful feeling that we all love. All right, wiggle the fingers, bring your feet a little closer together, and we have the other side. So it was my right over my left. You can reach for the hamstrings, you can reach for the knee, and just hold on, upside down pigeon. Any movements? So remember I talked about which side is tighter. So for some reason this right hip is a little tighter than the left. I know why, because right, it tends to be the dominant leg, the stronger leg. Anytime you have that strength, you also have the tightness, which is the balance that we want. We want strength, but we also want to be able to be flexible. So if you need to, hold your right side a little longer than the left, which I am. It's completely different. It's even into my knee, my calf. Last 2 breaths. Wow, you still with me? I'm so glad. Gently come out. Oh my gosh. Let's straighten out the legs. That will feel good. Maybe the back of the knees need a little bit of love. Awesome. Okay. And let's do eagle crunches. Why not? So right leg over the left. Give that little wrap. Left arm underneath the right. Pull it in on an inhale. Exhale to pull it out. Again, I'm just going little because of my back, but you can go way out there. Inhale together. Exhale to pull.
Halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Good job. And holding that inner crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Oh yeah. Unwind. And let's stretch. Stretch it out in between the sides. Toes down, fingers up. Big breath. All right, almost done, you guys. We'll have Shavasana soon, I promise. Last little bit. Okay, so now left leg over the right, wrap it up. Right arm underneath the left. Inhale, bring it together. Exhale, bring it all the way out. Inhale. Exhale. Ease your side somehow. Inhale. Exhale. Preferably through the nose. Two more. Oh, jeez. And then hold. Bring it in. Crunch. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Unwind. Stretch it out again. Fingers up, toes down. Yeah. Could do so much in an hour. It's just crazy. I love it. So much yoga. Pound out your front of your hip flexors. Back, either active bridge or supported bridge. I'm going to do supported. Heels come close to your hips. Use a block if you have it, or a blanket, or even a couple books. And then you could lift. Slide that block right into your sacrum. I had to adjust my upper body. It felt like it was too close. So always trust in those little micro adjustments for your body. They mean a lot. They have significance to create space for yourself. So just trust in those movements. Let your back be heavy if you're on the block. And then if you're active, just use your thighs. Pretend like you're squeezing that block in between your inner thighs. Great place to watch the belly move. Yeah. Tension. We hold so much tension in that belly. See if you can let that belly relax. If you're doing active bridge, know that you're in control of your own. So come down, take a breath or two, and then go back up. Maybe do a couple active bridge, or even your back bends. Might be on your radar to do a couple back bends. Perfect time right now. Talk about yoga sequencing. This is it. Any of those last postures that your body wants. If you've been practicing for a while, these are the suggestions I always give. Happy baby, plow, shoulder stand, headstand even. Supta Baddha Konasana, meaning soles of the feet together, knees apart. All of that play time. If you're with me on that block, might be time to come on out. Go gentle. Use your low, slow motion upper back to the middle back until you finally release that pelvic bowl. Once you release it down to the ground, reach the hands towards the knees. Stretch out the upper back. I love doing that. Lay back down. Woo, so nice. Knees to the right.
Come up to center, knees to the left. Slow motion. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Whenever you're finished and you're ready, just rest in your Shavasana, most important pose. Or you're straightening out the legs, letting the feet turn out, palms up. Yeah, that's it. Let go of the ocean breath and just breathe. Soft. Let your body breathe itself. And if you have ponytails, well, let that come out. So nice. If you want to stay in your Shavasana, go for it. Just rest another 5-10 minutes. Absolutely your sacred space, so you do what you want. Or if you're ready, or when you are ready, just make sure you go slow, getting out of your corpse pose, we call this, dead man's posture. And you just slowly wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, bring one knee up, bring the other knee up. And then roll to whichever side feels good to roll towards. And roll to that side. That's it.
There's my puppy. He always knows when I'm done. When we're finished with our yoga, you can come on up. Yeah. Way up. Yeah.
Come on up. Last thing to come up is your head, your chin. One last breath. Inhale. And let it out through the mouth. Really good. Hands coming together next to your heart. Namaste. Yay. Celebrating time that you've taken for yourself, for your self-care. You made it all the way to the end. I celebrate you. Thanks for being here, Sarah and Andrea. Love it. Good. So strong. That was nice. Really, really nice. All right, you guys. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it's getting stronger. Yeah, Warrior 2 was great for it. Thank you. Good. All right, you guys. Talk to you soon. See you next week. Okay, bye. All right. Good, you guys. If anybody was watching, yay, you made it to the end. Awesome. So just give me a thumbs up. Are you in on Periscope or are you on the YouTube channel? Just give me a little thumbs up. Yeah, I watched it. I love that, you guys. All right, enjoy these recordings. That was a move through Ta's low back pain class. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.